Good night, everybody. Tonight we're going to be talking about Loinfield, Mingo, Harmon. First thing, Harmon is breaking the law. Harmon is inciting an illegal protests. Now, people can protest. Nobody can stop you from protesting. But you have to protest within the COVID guideline. And protesting is not fetching a shop and put on the road or blocking the main road, blocking traffic. That is not protesting. That is a violation of the law. And Harmon is the head of the snake. He is the one who incited for these people to come out and protest to free Mingo. Harmon, I can tell you, your protesters and the rest are your colleagues in the cabal. There is no way Mingo could get free. Maybe he can get released on bail, but there is no way they can drop Mingo case. You remember when Nandalale pulled the first case, Ali had come out and they was talking about Mingo. And now Nandalale pulled the case because the PPP don't have no evidence against Mingo. Why y'all have a problem now? If they didn't have no evidence then, they mean they should not be having any evidence now. So why y'all protesting? Why y'all have a problem if they arrest Mingo? Nobody in Guyana is above the law. Anybody could be arrested. Anybody could stop and be questioned. Right? If you are innocent, you go free. But if you are not innocent, then you get your sentence and you go to jail or you pay a fine or whatever the case may be. Now, they didn't have no case against Mingo. This is where I was coming out saying, oh, Nandala had to pull the case. There was nothing against Mingo and this and that, and they're talking about Mingo. And now you all have a problem. I'm going to tell you something. Mingo going to jail. Loinfield going to jail. I see when they got Loinfield case in front of the court, everybody out there in support of Loinfield, free Loinfield. Free Loinfield from where? All them documents for the father 7 bucks from the East Coast. I bet you we gonna find them now. Because Mingo have to give account for them. We see which one of y'all gonna help them. Let me see which one of the APNU AFC members is going to help them now. None of y'all is above the law. Harmon, I think you should be arrested because you are violating the law. We can move on from there.
I'm sure that you've heard a lot from Dr. Anthony about our findings in the health sector outside of COVID, about billions spent without drugs in the hospital.
You hear that? Billions of dollars spent on drugs, and there is no drugs in the hospital. Now, this is the kind of things people want to do in the country as leaders and don't want to be penalized when the government change. How you can spend billions of dollars on drugs and there is no drugs in the hospital for the people of the country? Is it people money you are spending to buy these drugs? Is it taxpayers' money you was using to buy these drugs and there is no drugs in there? So that means the money was thief out. It means somebody thieved the money. And they gotta be the health minister. And they're pointing fingers to Val Lawrence.
Removal of drugs from the bond to private suppliers' places. We've been finding that large sums of money spent on contract without drugs being delivered through corrupt deals.
Drugs them that they had in the bond disappear. They find them in private pharmacy and private institution have the government drugs. They mean they take it and sell it to the people there. And there is no drugs for the people of the country in the public hospital or no other hospital throughout the country. So now they take the people money, buy these drugs, then sell it back. So the people have to take the money now to go and buy back these drugs again. And then now you are saying that people shouldn't go to jail for them thing. Yeah, you have to come and protest what you want. You have to come out and say what you want. You are going to be going to jail for them. You can bet your life on it. No stoning and left unturned. None. Each and every one of y'all, we can down we hand for. Every single one. One day at a time. One day at a time. One of y'all at a time.
All of these things, political people hired through the ministries and now placed in key positions for which they are not qualified. These are overtly political individuals. I'm not.
We can move on from corrupted to basically stupid. I don't understand how people could be so ignorant, dumb, illiterate, and stupid. Listen to this club.
We understand if the whole PPP come down with this tragic disease of COVID, is a state of emergency and is a bad look for the PPP. It's a bad look for them. So it's obvious they ain't gonna come out and tell people that they're positive. That they bow the place faking moves with private doctors and putting on the social media page that they're not, they're negative. Nonsense.
Tell me, if people could be faking move with a private doctor and cover up COVID-19, would anybody in the world positive for COVID-19 at the moment? If a doctor could keep your COVID-19 down, nobody wouldn't be no COVID-19 in the world. Nobody would know who had COVID-19 and who don't have COVID-19. Because everybody would have got to the doctor and the doctor would have given them whatsoever they given jab view them to keep them on down, to keep them on down too. It won't have a pandemic at the moment. So I don't know what kind of bullshit these people come talking about going to doctors and faking move and coming out saying that. Remember just in the last video, he was saying that he could get COVID-19 through your ears. Now he coming out with this bullshit here again. I don't know. I don't know what these people here. These people is a special kind, very special kind. There's no other explanation for them.
President of Guyana, Jack Dio, on national television to tell Guyanese that COVID-19 is just a flu.
This is what Jack Dio was saying about the COVID-19.
Is like a flu. Anybody could get it. It's not anything to be ashamed of, and a lot of people have avoided testing because of this fear that they will be stigmatized, they and their families. That
Like a flu, anybody could get it. Not the COVID-19 is just a flu, like the jackass the saying. I don't know where these people just get these kind of things from now. And this community is trying to run them out. The only people going to be listening to y'all, big man. The only people going to be listening to y'all and trying to support what y'all saying is the people who supported the PNC. Because them accustomed to listening to lies, ignorance, and bullshit from the AP and UAFC cabal. Only them.
Have a Guyana police force. Let's assume they say 2 chairs missing. They could go and collect the law books from Nandalal. They established that it was bought by the government.
Right.
But what the
It was established that those books was bought by the government. But how did that get established? How did it get established? It's because Mr. Nandalal was arrested. Resist arrest. Did Nandalal lose his dog on the police? Did Nandalal tell the police to go and get a warrant? No. This is Nandalal and tell the police to go and get a warrant. Nandalal comply with the law. Go with the police soon. Give his statement and he get released. And that's the end of the matter. Right now, what is so special about Christopher Jones? That Christopher Jones have to tell the police they have to get a warrant to lose the dog in the police. I still Arbor Norton come out with his stink mouth and try to say but police should have gone collect book from Nandalal. Y'all was in parliament, y'all was in the government. Why y'all ain't gonna collect the book? When it was established that the book was by the government, why didn't y'all collect it? So because y'all ain't collect the book, they mean that Christopher Jones should not be arrested by the police or should be questioned about something by the police. Now, come on, Arbor. Your mouth so nasty that your mouth don't even want to stay on it. Right? Your mouth don't even want to stay on your mouth. How your mouth so nasty? With your dirty, stinking lies. Now, this is what I did to Nandalal.
Came to my office on South Road during working hours and arrested me in the view of the public on a working day on South Road, put me in a police vehicle and took me to Soko.
What make Christopher Jones so special that the same thing cannot happen to him? But I'm going to tell you something. He just like someone, they believe they're above the law. Or them is bravado. Nobody could do them nothing. Or nobody could question them, or they should not be investigated if something come up against them. Right? They believe that they're big and bad. Let me tell you something. Nobody's above the law. And none of y'all big and bad. Y'all can say what y'all want. I'll bring up think I come out and talk till your nose get bigger. Every one of y'all gonna be dealt with.
Police force seem to miss this time around is that there's the internet and Facebook, and they will be exposed.
What all I could say is congratulations, Aubrey Norton. At least you could see y'all learning. Because 5 months ago, y'all didn't know it had the internet and Facebook when y'all was trying to thief an election in a glass room. Y'all didn't know that, but at least y'all learning. Now the same negligence of y'all not knowing that it had the internet and Facebook back then is going to put Mingo in jail. Right now y'all making a fool out of Mingo. Y'all don't use him, and now y'all come talking about y'all know about Facebook and internet. When y'all was advising him to thief an election in a glass room, y'all didn't know it had internet and Facebook them time. Right? Now y'all gonna put him in jail. Right? So congratulations. Now y'all know it have internet and Facebook. Oh my Lord. God have mercy. Now, left out all politics and whatsoever. I wish Arbor Norton didn't know 5 months ago that it had internet and Facebook to save us Guyanese. I'm not talking about black, Indian, Portuguese. I'm talking about Guyanese. He could have saved us Guyanese this embarrassment that they put us through in the 5 months before the election took effect. But better later than never, right? Moving on.
That will not happen again this time around.
Happen again. Exactly. I support in that because before the PNC could have tried to thief the election, do I would have want, and nobody would have been arrested, or nobody would have nothing want to come out of the story. They would have thief the election and everything would have got clear. But it ain't gonna happen now. Everyone was involved. Because Mingo gonna call him. Trust me, Mingo gonna call him. And everybody who was involved in trying to thief or rig the election will be prosecuted. Wait and see. Patterson, learning.
Believe that because of this kind of behavior, the investigations into GCOM will stop. Well, they are sadly mistaken. Because the I know, and a lot of people know, that they are afraid of those investigations because of what the investigations may reveal and how many people may be implicated. So if they think that this sideshow that they have will have the impact of stalling the investigation or getting the investigation to be called off, they are totally wrong. I am assuring the Guyanese people here and now that the vulgarity and the fraud which were attempted at GCOM and by GCOM in relation to the March the 2nd elections will be fully investigated, and persons implicated will be charged and will face the full force of the law. And there is no force in Guyana that will stop that from happening. That is my assurance to the people of Guyana on behalf of our government.
Patterson, learning. Congratulations to you too. I see you have learned that the thing could never happen again. This will get you out there. This will get you out there because we are always trying to be do Bornum. It could have never happened again. This is a different era. Well, come out and show the public that you are learning from your mistakes. And when you go to court, I'm going to protest y'all. For all of y'all, each and every one of y'all who thieving or rigging the election with Patterson. The things that happened before can't happen.
I'm sure that they even told the gentleman Chris Jones what they come for. Just send the police.
You wasn't sure if they tell you. Well, let me clear that up for you. Cool. By right, you will know now.
He had the items that was discovered in the audit, and that's the report I received. And he abused the police. He loosed his dogs on them. He demanded a warrant. Well, they went back and they got a warrant. And that's when nightfall and that kind of. But they went there simply to invite him, as they did to all of us, to go down to police headquarters, and if he has the property, to take it with him. I didn't see the police do anything confrontational and abusive. I could have done that. Mr. Jagdev could have done that. Mr. Ali could have done that. That's how the police operate. They go to you, they find you where you are, and they invite you or they arrest you, and you give a statement and you are released. We all have to do that.
That they are expected to uphold the law, not violate the law by going and search people and protecting criminals. So it is evident that the Ghana Police Force, though changes were made and they are supposed to be professional, they seem to be prepared.
They are not professionals. And they are not upholding the law because they start to arrest these corrupt, thieving, so-called ministers who was ministers under the AP and UFC. But because they start arresting them now, they are not professionals. Right? But when they arrest these 4 men, they was professionals, right? Right, Aubrey? They was
in the view at 6 a.m. from in a wheelchair from
professionals them time. When y'all was in government and they arrest these 4 men. Okay, Aubrey, okay, we understand. But guess what? In the Guyana Police Force. No, when they arrest these 4 men, there was professionals then. So where you want changes made for? No, they are police who was professional and thieving. They are not professionals. Okay, Aubrey, okay. True. When they was arresting the PPP them, they were professionals. Now they're arresting y'all who are corrupt and thieving. They are not professionals. Okay, Aubrey, okay. We understand. So we're gonna let the
I have known him for years, and I never hear he thief. Now he got thief G come. This is dung advice.
You don't know Mingo was no thief, man. Nobody knew Mingo was a thief. But it's the APNU AFC make Mingo a thief, mommy. You hear? That advantage, and he wasn't. He was trying to thief a country for the APNU AFC. Get your facts right, mommy. Let when I come out and tell you to go and protest, let her tell you why you're going out and protest and why you're going out and protest. Right? Don't come out and protest and you don't know what you're protesting for. Okay, mommy? But he wasn't trying to thief GCOM. He was trying to thief a country for the APNU AFC. Yes, you know he a long time and he wasn't a thief then, but them make he a thief. And every thief, as on the police catch him, they will go to jail. So, you can come out and protest, then you can stop Mingo from going to jail. Get it straight. Okay?
Mingo.
We are going to do all that we can do. Jack, there is no boss over us.
It's not that it cannot work. It's working already. And come out and do what you can do. Basically what you're doing now is all you can do. Protest. But nothing y'all do can stop Mingo from going to jail. Right? So come out. Come out and do all that you can do. Come out and protest. But when you come out and protest, know what you are protesting for. Just don't come out there because I tell you to come out there and protest. And you come out talking like people trying to accuse Mingo of doing something. No. This is not an accusation. Nobody accusing him. There is video evidence that was broadcasting live from the internet onto Facebook. I will not know that either. Mingo didn't know it. Probably you don't know it either. But this is what happened. It was broadcasting live on the internet on Facebook. Right? So nobody accusing Mingo of doing nothing. This is facts, videos to show that Mingo was trying to thief the election for the PNC. Okay, mommy? So get it right.
Mingo.
Anything concerning the counting of the night, it does not be present there. All when they do, you finish preparing the election results or whatever the statement of poll, and you do the returning officers package, and you send it off to the DRO, who then drops it to the returning officer. The returning officer have no dealings to do with counting of ballots. I don't know who. Actually, I believe the persons they should be questioned concerning this thing is the presiding officers for each polling stations and the staff. Those are the people. The polling agent might not be able to see what's going on, but the presiding officer knows. So this is total nonsense. I think it's just, let me say, they just mean to drag the man name through the mud.
And further along the west coast of Bermuda.
He come in and talk about presiding officer and counting ballots, and the returning officer don't know about counting ballots or not. Who got anything to do with counting ballots at the moment? Big man, Mingo didn't get arrested because of counting of ballots. Mingo get arrested because he tried to fabricate figures on a spreadsheet to thief. Is why Mingo get arrested. Right? It had nothing to do with counting ballots and who was in charge or what, or nothing. Nothing so. Mingo refused to use the SOP that was produced on election night. Right? He refused to use them. Mingo fabricated the figures them on his spreadsheet and bring all kind of wrong numbers and put the PNC in the lead. Right? The recount proved that Mingo's spreadsheet was wrong. That he cooked up figures on it. That is why Mingo was arrested. Now again, y'all just go around with y'all ignorant, stupid self on the road, protesting, and y'all don't know what y'all are protesting for. I'm just call upon I for come and protest, and I come and protest. Now, if you come and protest and you don't know what you are protesting for, why are you giving an interview to the press if you don't know what you are protesting for? Mingo did not get arrested for no counting and no ballots on election night. You understand? Nothing goes up. Mingo got arrested for trying to thief an election by inflating figures on a spreadsheet that put the PNC win it. Okay, so since you didn't know then, you know now. Next time, ask questions before you come on the road and protest. Y'all is just a bunch of ignorant, stupid people who willing to support whatsoever these people tell y'all and don't care what is not the facts. That's all y'all matter what they come and tell you. What this cross? Hey, Bob, let me just give you a blue here.
Yeah! We got it on field report! We got it on...
Remember Granger running out of
intentions should not be seen as him giving
Parliament in 2015. Right? Now, he go all about in Sophia like you just see. About come collect a low field report and no retreat, no surrender, and all kind of thing he was trying. Coming out trying to mislead people and corrupt people during the 5 months of the election. All kind of bullshit lies and all kind of thing he come and do. Thinking that Granger would have put you in Parliament this time around. Now, you are a reject once and you will always continue to be a reject. So you are rejected of the PNC or no one else. You are you are a person. PNC need he more than he need them. Nobody need you, boss. They're just using you like how they use Mingo and Louisville and all of them. That's all they was doing, using y'all to get what they want. And now they get what they want, you just come back to being a reject again. Well, they ain't get what they want, but you are still a reject. So, let the blow blow. Blow. End of this video. Please stay safe, stay away from Rona. Right? And enjoy the PPP still to come. And don't worry about them going and protests and going about the road running around like wild donkey. Don't worry about them. All of them time coming. Harmon, Father Lawrence, Simona Brooms, Roxanne Myers, Mingo, Dingo, Lingo, everybody. The time coming, whatsoever the name is, whatsoever the character is, and in which hold the day. Slow but sure. A lot of them is going to jail. So once again, everybody, please stay safe, stay away from Rona. Be good. Good night.